search of a chateau for purchase. We want to run a bed and breakfast and basically have a property to fix up and to live in as much as we can. And so we've been, visiting over there. How many trips would you say we made? About 10 trips from Düsseldorf, Germany to mostly the south of France. And last November, on I don't know which trip it was, but one of the more memorable trips we made, we visited Château de La Tuilerie in Martel. And it's sort of this beautiful sweeping property with lots of green grass, lots of pretty landscape where you could hold events or just you could plant walnut trees. They're famous for their walnut trees in that area, but you could just have a lot of land if you wanted to garden or just have something to maintain, which is what we want. And it's a 3-story chateau, and it has 4 main bedrooms on each floor, and then a lower level and an attic level. And it was built in, when was it?
1870.
1870. And it has a beautiful orangery out behind the chateau with these big, huge windows and gorgeous tile floors. And Château de La Tuilerie, Tuilerie is what you might think it is. It's sort of like tilery, or a place where you make tiles, because I believe that is what they did there. And so there's some beautiful old tiles out there in the Orangery. And we hope to learn a little bit more about that story. But visited this beautiful chateau, absolutely loved it. We saw the whole property. It takes about a couple hours to see everything, and then we sat down at the table with the people who own it, which are the Reynolds, and they're a nice old couple. And we had the coffee and the tea and the cookies, and the realtor who was translating for us our English and French for them. And we made an offer right there on the spot. And Mr. Reynald, he looked at us and he said, "No." So that was a firm no, but they were very sweet walking us out the door and told us that they hoped that they would see us again. So we went on about our business, and we saw another property actually on that same trip that we liked very much, and we made an offer on it, and it was accepted. And going into the holiday season, we had signed a letter of intent for this other chateau in another part of France. And we thought we had it, and we were celebrating with family and friends over the holidays. But then come the new year, we got the message that another buyer had sort of swooped in and offered more than we were offering, which is something that happens, we've learned in France with these properties, is someone sometimes swoops in from the side. So they decided to go with the other buyer, and that deal was off. So we were quite disappointed. So we thought, in the end of December, maybe we should reach out once again to the Château de La Tuilerie, to the Reynolds, to see if we up our offer a bit, maybe they would accept us. And so we had the realtor reach out and offer some more. And Mr. Reynald, he responded and he said no. So we went on about our business, and we didn't give up just yet. We've made a lot of trips to France. We've seen a lot of really nice properties and some not so nice properties. Pictures can be really great, and then the property not so great. But in March, we couldn't stop thinking about this Château de La Tuilerie, and then in March we which is where we sign what's called the compromis. And we are very, very excited about that. So we'll be staying at the chateau for a couple of days leading up to the signing of the compromis, which will be really exciting because the last time we were there 7 months ago, it was the cold, rainy season, and so we spent many hours walking around in the rain, and the trees were bare, and everything looks a little bit darker and grayer in the winter. And now we're going in June, so everything will be green and everything will be nice and in bloom, and it's going to be sunny and it's going to be hot. It's going to be up to 100 degrees. So we're going to stay at the castle, and so we'll get to see, okay, how does it feel to stay there? What are things, what's it like to take a shower there? What's it like? What are the smells like? What are the sounds like? What's it like to live there, essentially? So we'll get a little bit of a sneak peek on a couple days leading up to signing the compromis. And we're going to go around and see the area a bit more. Visit Meadows, which is a huge tourist attraction near the castle, which, if we're going to run a bed and breakfast, seems like a wonderful place to really get to know. It's known as the City of Miracles, and I hope to learn a lot more about that. But we're excited. So we arrived at the Château de La Tuilerie, as you can see behind me, and we've spent the last day with Madame and Monsieur Reynal, just walking around the place and seeing everything, and talking about what furniture would be left and what furniture would go with them when they move. And then we had a really nice dinner sitting out here on the terrace, which Mrs. Reynal prepared, which was a cream of chicken and mushroom dinner with rice, and she served mozzarella and tomato with fresh herbs, and then a cheese course in the end, which was local cheese, fantastic, and then a flan. So we had a really nice time. We ate right over at that little table over there, which is actually, it's pretty cool. It's really close to the kitchen, and they have these little walkways between the kitchen and the terrace that are kind of interesting. You see they're sort of like these little bridges that go over the entryway downstairs to the winemaking room. They don't make wine anymore, but they used to. And so we were able to sit out here and just enjoy the scenery. It's a lot of green land. Very, very pretty.